Well, Coach, 3 games to go here in the preseason. Obviously, tonight against Montreal, looks like they're going to have their full lineup in. It'll be a good challenge for your club.
Yeah, really good. I mean, we're hoping Bozak gets back eventually, and so he can play one of those center ice positions. But in the meantime, I think it's a real good challenge for Matthews and Nylander have to play against their team. Obviously, they've done some things in the offseason, I think, to improve. Just getting Carey Price back makes you a lot better. So it'll be a challenge for us tonight. We look forward to it.
Is Tyler dealing with an injury or?
Bozak?
Yeah, Bozak.
Yeah, he's I don't know what he is, but he's injured. How's that?
What did you like that you saw from Austin and Mitch in the last game in practice, and what are you hoping to see more of tonight?
Well, I mean, I thought our game in Saskatoon was good. We had the puck all the time. They hardly had the puck, but they left the game and they had more than we had. And so, they never had the puck. So how does that happen? Well, that's what happens when you got kids. Is you go fast, you tell everybody how great you look, but you lose. So we got to fix that. And so how do you fix that? You fix that by being more detail-oriented, by being harder in the offensive zone, take some of the cuteness out of your lineup, get them that, shoot the puck. Those are things that they're going to learn. They want points, these guys, and as they go and they get no points, they'll figure out where you get points.
We've only seen Josh Levo in one exhibition game so far. What's your impression of his camp been so far?
Well, no impression. He hasn't been here. I mean, he's been here, but when you're injured, I always say to myself, whose fault is it? Is it my fault or is it their fault? And maybe it's no one's fault, but I know you can't make an impression when you're injured.
Encouraging for yourself, I guess, Mike, to have Nikita out there today for his first work.
Yeah, I mean, obviously Sasha's a real good player for us, and he was dominant in this session. He's a ways away. He's going to have to go to the American League to get started just because of some imbalance or something in his legs. And so they're trying to get that fixed for him so he's not getting hurt all the time.
Go ahead, Terry.
You had a lot of guys, obviously, at that look at the end of last season, toward the end of last season.
Right.
Have you seen a carryover generally with them now into this camp and having that experience that they wouldn't have had?
Well,
otherwise?
I mean, they're always they're getting better. The thing is our team's getting better, and so your lot in life last year might not be the same this year. You might look like you're going to be a Leaf last year, and then someone came in here, and that's the problem with sport. The truth today isn't the truth tomorrow. If someone's better, they take your job. It's just that simple. And so you got to keep scratching and clawing and find your way in the lineup. And the other thing about it is managers and coaches, we're allowed to make mistakes and have the wrong guys on the team at the start of the year, and then 15 games later we're allowed to have the right guys. Or that's just the way it is. So if you don't get what you want, don't be discouraged or mad for a day, but get on with your life and show us that we're wrong. So, I'm not sure we're going to make all the right decisions here in the next 3 days, but we're going to do what we think is right, and then over a period of time, everyone finds their level watermark and the right people end up on the team.
Shea Weber, you've had a chance to coach him with Team Canada. Now you have to go up against him several times now that he's a part of the Canadians. Player in the Central Division said he's the scariest player out there by a mile. What scares you about him, having seen him from an advantage of being his coach and now having to go against him?
Well, I mean, he's not a scary guy. He's nice guys that come. But if you got to stand in a lane and he's going to shoot the puck, it hurts. And then that cross check he likes to give you in the ribs, that hurts too. He's a big man, And so I think Webb's going to really help their franchise in saying that, he's playing for the other team and we plan on beating him.
Have you settled yet on the ideal partner for Austin Matthews in terms of a regular line mate?
No, because Marner's playing with him right now, but if Willie was, or Bozak was here, Willie would be playing with him. So I haven't figured that at all. I kind of got twos in my mind, but, if they're not here, nothing I can do about that.
Mike, not to get too far ahead of ourselves, but you guys are going to have a number of young guys in your lineup, and Edmonton's got Connor McDavid obviously taking the mantle there. Winnipeg's going to have a number of young guys. We saw to the World Cup that those young players can make an impact sooner than maybe a lot of people have thought. What are you expecting, not just from the guys on your team, but just around the league when you look at those lineups? Are we seeing kind of that next generation pushing up now?
Well, I mean, they're real good players. They're really good players. I got to say this the nicest way possible. In the World Cup, as good as they were, they still weren't in the final, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're kids, and I'm not saying they're not going to be stars and great players, but usually the guys that are carrying the cup are men, or you have enough men on your team to win that. And so the rest of us, take our growing pains. Now, we might even win the scoring race and do a lot of good things, but the guys at the end, I always say there's an individual time of your career, and that's the time you worry about the money and the points, and there's the team time of your career, and that's when you worry about winning. And so usually that's second. So to me, don't get me wrong, I love our kids. We got great kids, but they're kids.
You know, 3 games left, obviously, goaltending. Are you going to see a goaltender play a full game here tonight?
Yeah, well, I mean, based on how they play, obviously, we're going to do that for the next 3 games. So our plan is to have Andy play in 2 of them. But, you know, right now I know Andy's playing tonight and Ross playing tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens.